Let me ask you a question. Are you going through a challenge, but you don't know how you're going to get over it? Do you feel like you're stuck in the mud? Yes, today I'm going to share with you ways that will help you overcome challenges. We all know challenges are hard. Challenges can give us sleepless nights. And that's why I came to help you with this YouTube video. But before I go into the tactics, do me a favor, comment, subscribe, and help me get to my 1,000 subscribers. And let's straight away go into tactic number 1. In order for you to overcome challenges, I want you to control the controllables. What does this mean? Say, sometimes we face with problems and challenges that we have no control over. The certain things that happen to us that we have no control over. How do you explain someone who's walking across on the side of the street and a drunken driver knocks them down and they end up in hospital? Those are things you just can't control. It just happened. So I want you to control the controllables. This is where you say, you know what? This is something that happened. I can only control my mindset. I can only control how I think about the situation. This is why you have to remember to control the controllables. If something happens and there's nothing much you can do about it, then just focus on the things that you can control. If for that example, for example, you're in hospital, just work on, let the doctors help you, let whoever is helping you take care of their part while in hospital. And I'm using that example because these are things that happen in real life. There are certain things that happen that we have control over, and there are certain things that we have no control over. So that's what I want you to control the controllables and leave the uncontrollables to a power greater than yours. Tactic number 2 on how to overcome challenges is I want you to break it down. I want you to break it down. What does this mean? See, when we're going through a big challenge, sometimes it seems insurmountable. Sometimes it feels like we have nowhere to even start. But one thing I want you to do is I want you to break that problem into small chunks. So you say, this is the problem I'm facing, but I'm going to take it day by day. What can I do today? What can I control today that can help me start working towards the problem or challenge that I'm going through? And this is where the power of baby steps comes in. You're facing a problem of overweight, start working out slowly. Go to the gym for 5-10 minutes. Like someone said, the first step to any progress is showing up. Just go and show up for 5 minutes. Then increase those 5 minutes to 10. Then increase it to 15, then 20. But you start by breaking that problem down. Because if you don't break it down, it seems like it's never ever going to be accomplished. So I want you to break it down and start working through those power of baby steps. That will help you eventually do what? Bring that problem down. Tactic number 3 on how to overcome challenges is I want you to build what they call a support system. What's a support system? See, we all know all great achievers. You know what they have in common? They have a coach. So I want you to get a support system that will help you overcome that challenge. A support system could be someone you talk to who's been through that same problem. A support system could be someone you talk to who's going through that same problem or who's overcome it, and they are able to talk you through it. They're able to help you stay on course. Like someone said, seek for help. Not because you're weak, but because you want to stay strong. So don't be afraid to ask for that support. Don't be afraid to ask for that support system, because that's what's going to help you go through those challenging times. We all know sometimes these challenges are so hard that we can hardly maneuver them. So for you to get a support system, this will actually help you be able to go through that challenge smoothly. Sometimes we might go through a bumpy road, but in the end, we will get there. But you have to get what they call a support system that will help you maneuver that challenge. Tactic number 4 is take care of your mind and body. We all know if you don't take care of your mind and body, then there's no way you're going to be able to overcome those challenges. And what for me I like to tell people is, if you're going through a challenge, the first thing is try as much as possible and exercise, because we all know exercise is good for the mind. If you don't exercise, then you are going to be weak, you are not going to be creative. So start with exercising, and it doesn't have to be big. It could be just taking a walk in the park. It could be just going for a 5-10 minute run, so that way you're not in that funk of reminiscing and going over that problem in a round circle. And the other one is obviously your mind. Read something inspirational. Read something that actually motivates. Read something that actually ignites your creative juices. See, when you read something inspirational, it's going to help you get your mind off those problems. Or sometimes something like what do they call something like it's called inspiration. Something will just pop from nowhere where you say, you know what, I'm going through this challenge, I've read something, this has inspired me to do X, Y, and Z. But that doesn't start unless you start taking care of your mind and body. Like someone said, you can have everything, but if you don't have your health, you haven't got nothing. So you're going through a challenge, start by being active. Do something that gets you out of bed. Do something that challenges you. Tactic number 5 on how to overcome challenges is, I want you to apply what they call the power of perspective. Oh, this is one of my best ones, one of the most important words for me in the dictionary. Perspective. See, someone once said, 2 men sat behind prison doors. Yeah, one saw mud, the other one saw stars. So my question to you is, what are you seeing when you look through your challenges? Are you looking them as challenges, or are you looking them as opportunities to grow? So it's all about perspective. Have you ever realized that great achievers, when they're going through a challenge, they don't think that they're coming to the end of the world. What they're asking themselves is, how can I come out of this challenge better than I was before? So I want you also ask yourself, so I want you to write that challenge down on a piece of paper. Write it down and ask yourself, how can I come out of this challenge better than I went into this challenge? That goes back to perspective. It's how you look at things. And like someone said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So I want you to put on a different lens. I want you to put on a different set of glasses that will help you to look at that problem from a different perspective. Because if you're not looking at it from a different perspective, then the only thing you're going to see is failure, gloom, and there's no way you're going to be able to come out of it if all you see is failure, gloom. So that's another one, is I want you to look at those challenges with a different lens by applying the power of perspective. It's how you see something. That's why 2 people will have the same problem, but each one will view them differently, and each one will come out differently. So the last tactic on how to overcome challenges. So this one is a mantra that I want you to use every single day. When you first wake up in the morning, use it in the middle of the day, use it before you go to bed, and especially if you're going through a really, really bad challenge. So it's reprogramming that subconscious mind where you say, this too shall pass, it's not come to stay. This too shall pass, it's not come to stay. So I want you to say it over and over and over again until you actually feel it within every fiber of your being. And what's this going to do? It's going to sink into your subconscious mind. And we all know what happens when something hits the subconscious. The subconscious will actually start taking care of it. The subconscious will start coming up with ways and solutions on how you're going to be able to overcome that challenge. But that just doesn't happen. You have to do it on a daily basis. You have to do it over and over and over again, even when you don't feel like it. So you have to do it over and over again until those feelings take over, until you feel like it's become a part of who you are. Because we all know, anything that doesn't sink into the subconscious, there's no way it's going to be able to come to fruition. So for you to say that mantra, it's going to help you to stay strong. It's going to help you work on your mindset. So those are the tactics I wanted to share with you on how to overcome challenges. And as always, it's Come Be Inspired. And remember, it's on you. Hit that subscription button and I'll catch you on next YouTube's video. Have a great week.